Matthew chapter 16 verse 26 King James Version says, "For what is a man profited, if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" Purpose is a complex term to dissect. Purpose is an intended or desired result, an end and an aim towards a goal, but it's also the reason to live or the meaning of life. People need profound significance in their lives. Human beings' natural purpose is to pursue growth, and if we do not experience growth, we will eventually rot and die. That is why we get depressed when it seems like our lives look like they're going nowhere. The feeling of stagnation starts to sink in, and we naturally crave growth in some form to relieve us from these parasitic diseases that are slowly creeping up on us and suffocating us from the inside out. An eagle's purpose is to fly free and explore the continent, not to be held in a cage as an exhibition for people to admire. Your growth can be in the form of many things: physical strength, mental strength, skills, knowledge, wisdom, your ability to socialize, spirituality, and a lot. Unlike animals, growth itself is not enough for us. Our desires are boundlessly greater than animals because what we need is significant growth and a meaningful reason for that significant growth. Whatever form of growth you choose to be significant in, you have to know why you choose to be significant in that particular form of growth. There must be a bigger reason other than yourself wanting to be profoundly significant in one faculty. Purpose is all about doing what you love and doing what the world needs. Doing what you love will create sustainability and passion for you to keep pursuing growth, and doing what the world needs will ensure that you have a greater reason other than yourself to leave a scratch mark. Everyone needs profound significance in their lives. Light Yagami was by all accounts a genius. The son of the chief of the National Police Agency, Light was given every opportunity to allow his intelligence to blossom, and this is shown in the frequent accolades he was given by his peers, mentors, and loved ones regarding his performance in school and on national exams, which he is always placed first in. However, Light doesn't just get by with his intelligence, as he is shown to be exceptionally dedicated to his studies. He is quick-witted and resourceful, traits that would later help him succeed in his efforts to create a new world with the Death Note, a supernatural notebook that grants the ability to kill anyone by writing the victim's name. Because Light's father is a member of the police force, the ideals of a man in such a position were instilled within Light from a very young age, and Light's own values reflected his father's, and so naturally, he formed a strong sense of justice. However, where Light differs from his father is in his view that the world is rotten, a place filled with horrible people doing horrible things, and the worst part is, nothing's new. Light is not exactly wrong, but rather than directing his sense of justice to a desire to serve society, it would appear Light wants to make sure the bad are punished for their misdeeds, which is a key difference. Therefore, when Light acquires the Death Note, who he is and what he has experienced so far in his short life, results in him developing the idea that he must become the one who will change the world for the better by dealing with criminals in the way they should be dealt with. And upon gaining the sense of purpose, he becomes a much different person, one whose previous sense of justice has caused him to develop the belief that he will be the martyr who will bring ultimate justice to the world, giving away his heart and soul in exchange to do what needs to be done for the sake of humanity. What are you willing to trade? So many men are easily swayed by the pursuit of success, achievement, and recognition. They will work tirelessly to climb the ladder to accumulate growth in order to achieve a selfish ambition. Even Jesus told us that this pursuit is a scam. It's a transaction of a temporal short-term gain for an eternal long-term loss. We don't see the hand, but there's a transaction taking place. Growth should only be good when it's not hurting the people around you. Even if some good is achieved by killing innocent people, who's to say that it's going to continue and that you'll be able to achieve your goals by doing so? Never mind whether or not murdering innocent people produces the results you wanted. Think about whether or not you would be okay with dying for the sake of some grand cause because someone else told you that it would make the world a better place. Condemning them to death for your own idea of what the greater good is about as fair if we are going to do the same thing to you, just like I would not appreciate you killing my family and you would not appreciate me doing the same to yours. Based on the way that he has to accomplish his goals, everything Light does as Kira in this series is evil. He's not apprehending unknown murderers and bringing justice to them when the justice system fails. He is killing criminals who have already been arrested that are either awaiting trial or have already been convicted of crimes they are accused of committing. As much as you should keep your dreams alive, there's a time and place where we should be laser focused on a purpose, and there's a time and place where we should embrace the undeserved grace given by God. Even he said people shouldn't be alone. Human beings are naturally social creatures, and once our needs are taken care of, the only thing left that we desire is a deep-rooted community. Light Yagami's biggest weakness is his lack of purpose, the lack of purpose that did not let him enjoy the simple things of life, the lack of purpose that did not allow him to embrace the people who genuinely loved him, and the lack of purpose that caused an unhealthy obsession with not his goal, but with anyone who tried to stop him. Like most people in the generation we live, we ignored the mental health issues that we have, we don't talk about the mental health issues that we have, and we even like to pretend we don't possess the mental health issues that we have. Light Yagami was unfortunately one of those people who fell into that pit hole. Light Yagami died in the abyss, alone, and will forever be remembered for the countless of horrific events that transpired in the wake of Kira. We struggle so hard throughout our entire life to be liked and to make as much money as possible, relentlessly chasing after the things we want and neglecting the people who try to love us. And then we grow old and we get to the end of our life. We realize that stuff did not matter. Light Yagami focused so much on death that he missed out on life. So I ask you all one last time, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Ephesians chapter 3 verses 17 to 19 says, I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power together with all the saints to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ. John chapter 3 verse 16 also says, For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life.